In a landmark ruling issued earlier today, the Caribbean Court of Justice ruled that the appointment of retired Justice James Patterson as Gecom chairman was flawed and unconstitutional. What are the reasons for arriving at this decision? Well, the CCJ president said President David Granger should have given objective reasons for rejecting all three lists of nominees which were submitted by opposition leader Barra Jagdeo. You will recall that in all three instances, the head of state did not explain why the candidates were rejected, only to say that they were not fit and proper in his opinion. Here is President of the CCJ, Justice Adrian Saunders, as he delivered the summary of the judgment in this matter.
The court decided that the most sensible approach to operationalizing the article was for the leader of the opposition and the president to communicate with each other in good faith and perhaps even meet to discuss eligible candidates for the position of chairman before a list is formally submitted. The aim of these discussions should be to agree the names of 6 persons who fit the stated eligibility requirements and who are not unacceptable to the president. In this regard, the court noted that the Constitution anticipates that the leader of the opposition and the president will conduct themselves in a reasonable and responsible manner, eschew partisanship, and seek the best interests of the Republic and the Guyanese people. The court was also of the view that the employment of the double negative, not unacceptable, signals that an onus is placed on the president not to find a nominee unacceptable merely because the nominee is not a choice the president would have himself made. By a majority, the court found that the president should only find a nominee unacceptable for some good reason on objective grounds. If a president were permitted capriciously or whimsically, without proffering a good reason, to reject eligible nominees, this would frustrate the proper working of the Constitution. It would defeat the intention behind the amendment to Article 161(2), and it would pave the way for unilateral presidential appointment. The court found that once the president and the leader of the opposition have hammered out a list of names not unacceptable to the president, the list, comprising those 6 persons, must then formally be submitted to the president by the leader of the opposition, and the president must then select a chairman from among those names. In view of the imposition on the leader of the opposition of criteria that were not sanctioned by the Constitution, and in view of the absence of cogent reasons for deeming unacceptable the candidates and lists provided, the court concluded that the process that was followed in the appointment of Justice Patterson was flawed and in breach of Article 161(2).
This case was heard by the CCJ on May the 8th and was brought by People's Progressive Party Executive Secretary Zulfikar Mustafa. The PPP has long held the view that Justice Patterson was unconstitutionally appointed by the President. Patterson was appointed to the position of Chairman of Gecom in October 2017 by the President. Back to you, Delroy.